Are you in charge here?
No, that would be Captain Balan. I'm his second in command, Prefect Zaid.
Wait, you're Zaid?
Ah, you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
The last Nora who came through here. You mean Nakoa?
Is that her name? Oh well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King Avad has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
Where is Nakoa now?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Zaid.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
I'm not saying the Sun King's weak, exactly, but I better keep my mouth shut.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day.
Can't trust him, not after what Jan told me. That garrison is my only lead.
You wouldn't be so eager to speak with me if you knew me. Careful talking to strangers. Never to steal what he wants something.
Captain Blon? I have questions for you. First, about another Nora woman who might have come through here. And second, about the trail to Meridian. What can I expect on the way?
Well, it was definitely another Nora. No way I'd forget that. She caused an incident. As for what to expect on the trail, nothing good. More machines all the time, and our scouts report corruption that way as well. So much for sealing things off. Keep to the roads. They're safe enough. Though after what you did at the gate, I'll wager you don't scare easy. It's a good quality. I could put it to use, if you don't mind a quick jaunt back east. I know it's bold of me to ask a favor after you just did one, but I can offer you answers in return. If there's anything you need to know about the Sundom.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the road to Meridian?
Sun King Avad has devoted considerable resources to making it safe. But by the Sun's witness, it's been harder to control in peace than it was during the war. The machines grow more dangerous all the time. Add to that bandits and new reports of this corruption. We're stretched thin to protect a few outposts like this one. As for everywhere else, well, travel at your own risk.
Did an Oseram named Olin come through here?
Twice. He was part of the royal delegation to the Nora, and they passed through on the way, then back. And they brought back stories of a vicious attack on your people. My condolences, of course.
Do you know where Olin is now?
Not exactly, but he was on his way to Meridian, I'm certain of that. Everyone goes to Meridian.
What do you need, Captain?
I sent several patrols east when we got word of corrupted machines there. All of them confirmed my fears, so I sealed the gates. But it looks like we left some men behind when they were closed. Waleed, tell her what happened.
Machines attacked us near an abandoned Nora village, sir. Lakir told us to pull back. Then I lost sight of the others.
Never seen a Nora woman before, soldier? Have some respect. Report to her, not to me.
Lakir always stresses reporting back, so that's what I did. I felt terrible about leaving them behind.
Now that the gates are open again, I can send someone after them.
Can't you send more soldiers to find the missing men? What about Waleed here?
Most Nora still don't take well to the sight of Karja armor. Officially, it's a risk to send patrols so close to your sacred land. I'd prefer not to do that again. But heading that way won't be a problem for you.
Please, yes.
What was that, soldier?
Nothing, sir.
You have an officer here by the name of Zaid. Are you aware of the accusations against him?
Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. Now, if there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive.
What is this place exactly?
Daytower marks the eastern edge of Karja territory. A trading post, a way station. One with an ugly reputation among your people. During the reign of the last Sun King, many Nora were taken captive, then gathered here for transport to Meridian, and sacrifice. But the sun set on that. I was appointed by the Sun King Avad to make sure old Karja at this outpost show respect to the Nora.
Where do things stand between your tribe and the Nora now?
Sun King Avad wants peace. So do the matriarchs, I'm told. But old wounds are slow to mend, and both tribes are proud. My task is to make sure there are no further provocations from the Sundom. Especially now after... well, while your people recover from this terrible attack, I mean.
What's Meridian like?
It's a changed place. A living city. Nothing like it was during the rule of Sun King Jiran. Avad, our new king, has done all he can to make sure of that. Slavery is being abolished. There's a new alliance with the Oseram. And the Sun Ring, where so many Outlanders were killed, is now a memorial to the fallen.
What is this place?
Daytop during the reign of the Suns.
So the Karja are allied with the Oseram?
Hard to believe, but it's true. Mad Sun King Jiran raided the Oseram for years. Avad managed to get them on his side. He had help, of course. Ursur and Eren played a part. Oseram siblings, bigger than life. They gathered an army to free Meridian. I marched with them. Scaled the North Cliff with my men and secured the Temple of the Sun. Sent Jiran's kestrels and priests packing. Now Oseram are a common sight in the city. And a common sound, too. They sure bicker a lot.
It sounds as though you approve of the new Sun King.
He is the chosen of the Sun. And what the Sundom needs after 10 years of war. A calming light, not a scouring one. Sun King Jiran would shed blood at any slight. For Sun King Avad, that's a last resort. Lucky for those who slight him. Some whisper in the shadows that he's weak. No. Peace is strength, as the sun shall show.
I'll see what I can do about your missing men.
I would be grateful, but not as grateful as Waleed. You hear that, lunkhead? You might be off the hook.
Machines running mad.
I met a Nora when I was a child. All
This
I
isn't
remember
Twilight, sorry. I
her
have no news that would interest you.
Something has changed.
Should have been a cloth merchant like my father. Just standing around.
See for yourself. Check out these wares.
Really all you have? It won't do it all.
Find goods for a fair price.
Been here 3 times this week, still can't find what I want.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Avad's peace has brought prosperity back to the Sundom.
How much will the snow cover?
The sun is displeased with us. Is it any wonder
The world beyond the sacred land. I need to find Olin and learn everything he knows. Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus. Who the woman is, the one who looks like me. Why they want me dead. Olin's trail leads to Meridian. When I catch him, he will talk. And he will pay for all the lives he's ruined. So much for being careful.
By the sun! Are you Nora? I've never seen one at a hunting grounds before, or at the Hunter's Lodge. How interesting.
What do you do here?
This is a place to test yourself against a herd of machines in the stamina trials. Think you can handle it?
I know I can.
Excellent. I like your spirit.
You're awfully friendly.
Well, you know, it gets lonely in the wilds after a few weeks. Terribly lonely, in fact.
What about your friend over there?
Oh, he doesn't count. Barely ever opens his mouth, and when he does, nothing interesting comes out.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I'm a hunter, of course, and a member of the Hunter's Lodge. But I don't mind being out here. At least no one complains about my clothes, or my manners, or my personality. Don't let him in, he'll drive people off with his incessant chattering. Or, he stinks of fish again. That sort of thing. I don't stink of fish, do I?
No, it's, more like wet fur.
Well, that's something.
What are the trials?
The Hunter's Lodge makes sure hunting grounds around the world offer hunters a place to train. The trials here focus on the most important part of hunting, keeping your stamina up. Hunting isn't a sprint, it's a gauntlet.
So all you offer is training?
And a herd of machines. Plus, I'm allowed to award marks. Half sun, full sun, and blazing sun, if you do well.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
A place in Meridian where hunters gather, socialize, and brag a lot. Me, I just love hunting machines. You've already won 3 half suns, so you're eligible to enter the lodge yourself. Which one will you try? I'll explain whichever one you pick. The remains of watchers rest on 3 rises. It sounds simple. For this trial, you'll need to be able to tie down a trampler and shoot off a component. But you'll need the right weapon first. This trial's about tying down glinthawks. But you need any type of rope caster and some ammo for that. The remains of watchers rest on 3 rises. Loot all of them before time runs out, and you pass. It sounds simple, but watch out for all the other... Good shot.
already gone.
You won a blazing sun on your first attempt? Congratulations!
Another time.
The tribe?
Save these for the trail.
Move along. You have no need. Sorry, I have no news that would interest you.
These damn ops are stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes on them.
Don't mind the work.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work, keeping the city safe.
You're a question we... For an answer?
I need a moment. My duties today are endless.
Does tradition mean nothing anymore?
Why does King Avad protect the people of Sunfall? We all know our army could destroy it.
Down the road. Feeling right.
Every time I have a quiet moment.
I was thinking about going to the lake next week, if they'll let me. Sometimes a body needs to rest. Just wish I could do it more often.
All across the land.
The sun shines on hard work and honest sweat. Any work done under the sun warms you through the night. I'll sleep well tonight.
Moments like this, I start wondering how he does it.
Charges, it'll flatten whatever stands in its way. Aloy, now what? They're scanning for me. Can't stop tensing up.
You're in for a treat. It's quite a show.
I've seen this 4 times already.
I love this bit.
Let's go!
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. we have to wait? What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
I thought Meridian was open to all.
What happened to Ursa? Nothing to do with us.
I work all day for the nobles fiddle with their robes.
Shadow card you? Assassination? What's it got to do with me?
I've seen better.
How long do we have to wait here?
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's quite a show. Nice. Well, let's stop for a bit.
Who would willingly live on piles of scrap taken from the old ones? The Oseram, that's who.
At the center of every storm you find an Oseram. Troublemakers plot.
The Oseram love to line the ruins of the old ones. They even live on top of the scrap they find at Nora.
The Nor have always been suspicious of outsiders. I suppose they had good reason.
Fine day ahead.
One of these days, I'm gonna look them in the face and tell them I quit.
During Iran's reign, I was free in the Oseram patrols. Thanks to the bond.
If I don't get my goods to buyers soon, they'll cancel the contracts.
Yeah, I've seen better.
How long do we have to wait here? Shadow card you? Assassination? What's it got to do with me? How long do we have to wait here?
Just be patient, and everyone will get in! Eventually.
Oh, wonderful.
Every minute I'm stuck here costs me good shards.
Just be patient, and everyone will get in!
Everyone's lost a cousin and friend in the machines. More in recent times.
They say it's for our safety,
You
but...
wouldn't be so eager to speak with me.
They say it's for our safety, but that won't pay for lost customers. They say it's for our safety, but that won't pay for lost...
Expect to cause you trouble.
I haven't had a break in ages.
Yes, you're very
They say
frank.
it's for our safety, but that won't pay for lost customers.
What's going on
No
here?
shadows under the
Owen's in
noonday
there, somewhere.
Where'd she live?
And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Good luck getting through, Outlander.
If this keeps up, I'll be broke in a month.
It's always the merchants who suffer.
The sun smiles on us today.
City's locked down on account of the murder. There's a guard on both sides. Does tradition mean nothing anymore?
Hold! Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we left. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. And some of your braves came back, said most of the contempt. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose.
How I survived is...
Targeted?
The killers came...
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I heard what happened to Ursa.
Special to me? Now I'm supposed to...
Give yourself some time.
Not at the rate.
And what would your sister...
I know, you're right.
I need to find Owen.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I need to see...
Okay.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That girl. Is she a Nora?
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
For blood! Vengeance for Ursa!
Promise.
How long will a bud hide in his blood for blood? Vengeance for Ursa! How long will a bud hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched-out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it?
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
Looks big and heavy. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. A map. The glyphs show places he visited. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find...
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Buy what you need. Smelled before. Fine wood.
Is that so? Spice?
Take a look at these wares. Would you like to buy something today?
These are goods. Necessities.
Be on your way, Nora.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Don't pass up these.
All these fancy decorations.
Why would you do that?
Everyone needs a splash of color in them.
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. Speaking of which,
I wonder if you've come across other blossoms grow around them in amazing pattern. If you bring me some, I have...
These metal...
No one knows. But some... Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, wrathful one day.
You said you...
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor...
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I...
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet. But the embrace of my beautiful Theridine is sweeter still. Ah. Till we meet again, my noble Nora. I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
The only way to stay rich. Take a look at these wares.
You like the mansion? That would block my view.
It cost you a shark.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Buying goods for a fair price.
You're looking for artifacts?
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their home. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes... If you have any, I have...
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them, if you have any.
You said the king named...
Yes, I've been to Ban-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage. You ready? Come on back if you find... I pay well for Banuk relics, Outlander.
Take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk artifacts. You there, Outlander? Do you have relics to trade?
Did I do something wrong?
You'll like what I have...
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well, then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Yes, we're very
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right. You're new here.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to... I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain-hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 I can give you up to 3 weapons. 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news but I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outland.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, show me what marks you've earned, and we'll...
I'm a little short on...
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15...
My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders, but you seem friendly.
What have we here? A Nora Fledge.
I bet I've been hunting longer than you have. Are you a fledgling?
Not for long. I have a hawk who's about to sponsor me, so you're out of luck.
Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought, right after one of our own was killed. Go away.
I always wondered, are all your kind hunters and fighters, or just a few?
I've seen this 4 times already.
I'm a member.
Go bother the Red
just
Maw
leave me
defeated
alone.
Tarkus. He was such a good hunter, but Red Maw is a beast of a Thunderjaw. I'd never face it.
I've been trophy hunting for years. Still haven't gotten a sponsor.
I'd asked Talana to sponsor me, but her sponsor just died. Can't imagine what she must be going through.
I'd like an opportunity to share a drink with you. There's a
You'll find the Oseram just arrived and waiting for work in the warehouse district.
I need a moment. My duties
My
today are
mother told me
endless.
to steer clear of Outlanders, but you seem friendly enough.
I've got a lot on my mind, sorry.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the Savage Lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a Hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
damn Oseram hanging around my shop. I told them to clear out, and they shouted right back at me.
Here, Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Redmaw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole... Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first, becomes a Sunhawk.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
Is there any actual... I'm ready to hunt, so tell me.
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
All right.
You're an outlander, which is good. But
no.
Then you may have come across what... They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4,
What sort of ritual?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essence. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each... But which vessel was used for which? I have to know...
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted...
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. But years of study have made me too... I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has some... I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left... Yes, trade... I will leave you to the hunt. Rugged? Well-traveled? Yes. I would like to talk to you.
These damn Oseram stirring up tensions.
You'll regret not stopping when you live like that.
check out these waves.
That must be the spire. It's huge.
Sure as the sun's rising, he's off recording that.
Did I do something wrong?
Last night, a few of us belted out of there. Barrel machines everywhere. This is a twilight time indeed.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
You there! Can you help me? Nora! You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals, and if only you'd use it to help me.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't...
It was brazen and professional. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been...
Why would someone steal...
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones.
I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military. He was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can...
Have a word with my steward if you need to, and listen. All I want is the sword back. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
There's a guard under the last camp.
itself.
Her and her men.
His brother if he attacked Sunfall. He didn't have a...
Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apology.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram, who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaru lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines. Its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb. A call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifice.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition.
Huh. Maybe. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in...
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will,
You lost someone you loved too.
No, not lost.
I'll do what I can to help.
To honor their memories is to honor us.
You're not like the others. You wear machine parts, but you hunted them yourself.
How can you tell?
A hunter knows a hunter. My people run with the great metal herds among the northern glaciers. But the Glint Hawks at Sun's Climb are too strong for me. So I cannot fulfill my vow to paint the story of my people there. How the madness of the machines spread to the Karja, and they sent their soldiers, feet frost blackened, to bring us here in chains. Our shamans, who sing the machine songs, many were taken to their deaths. Their songs go unfinished in Banur. Help me honor them. Help me paint their story. I ask you this. Hunter to hunter. So much noise, but no song. This forest of candles. The light of the machine spirit. So much noise. This forest...
You look like you've traveled far, Outlander.
From the Great Plains. But not alone. Never alone. This was a city of cages 2 harvests ago. Wooden bars leave marks. I kept those marks. I can still feel the bars.
They took you as a slave, but you escaped.
During the liberation. My friend and I, they'd put us to work in the quarries together. We'd grown alike. So but in the smoke, the trees, we ran right into the machines. She is still, wherever I go, just behind me. And that's why I came back. To finally free us from that moment. But I need your help to do it. In the quarry, it always rained. And we named the mosses growing between the bricks. We waited in cages for them to come for us each morning. Not knowing if we would see another sunset.
I'm still working on the trials.
I've been asking the nobles of the Sun Court to hear out my...
You want me to shake that?
Don't tempt me.
I need to get...
May the sun shine.
Our knees were always skinned, hair matted with quarry clay, red as sun-struck shoulders. In the quarry, it always rained, and we named the mosses growing between the bricks.
Sorry, I have no news that will interest you.
Cleanse the
from the Sun Temple. All are welcome.
Nora, by the look of you. Come to see what real
I have nothing to
civilization looks like.
Today.
Long time.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some blood. Looks like they cut themselves on the splinters. Drops of blood bleeding away. More blood. I'm still on the trail. Still more blood. The thief got cut. Trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
Wish I could steal a moment like this every day. There's never any time.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
The market slipped on some fruit and children laughing.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Some pray, others drink. But I prefer
The city of what? The city.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off. It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere.
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your
Hold on. There's more to this. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to... The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that noble girl.
Metal bot here, good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap-maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long-leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens that's good, strong stuff? You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long-leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court. Like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you...
I drove her off? That's rich.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed. I do the calling, you do the counting.
I wouldn't say agreed.
I don't complain about your counting, other than it takes too long.
I wouldn't have to check it twice if you'd stop droning in my ear.
Well met.
Such fascinating customs and attire.
My family might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear.
Tell me what happened to your family.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. Machines. Vicious machines attack...
What kind of machine?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards. And a pack of... The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but...
Tell me more about...
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom wood...
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants.
I'll see what I...
You will? Oh.
Feared for my life, the life of my family.
I'm sorry for what happened to the Nora.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work, keeping the city.
Nothing like taking a breath on a long day.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you find... I knew you were gonna say that. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're Any word about my... Haven't been stealing...
Watch out for the Asaran merchants. They'll soon cheat you as look at you. By the sun, I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow.
Sorry, I have no news that would interest you.
keep that for later. This must be the sun's climb, where the Bannock wants to paint his mark. The sky's getting lighter. Dawn's coming. keep working on this wheel in the cauldrons. Maybe I can override that.
You were a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machines. That's why I must leave this story. A monument to our vanished shark. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
Going down fast. This is where the Intolerant came to say her goodbyes.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. She's passing from my memory into the jungles. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests, and... Oh.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And... I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time, I am.